Right, today's topic.
She made headlines as the twerking flight attendant who lost her job after this video went viral. Now she's speaking out in an interview with our Amber Cogliano.
She's the flight attendant whose twerking cost her dream job.
I didn't think that, being so happy can turn into something like this.
Nell Diallo was having a great time dancing and twerking in the aisle on an empty plane before an early morning flight.
I decided to just take advantage of the moment to wake myself up and kind of get myself hyped up for my day, basically.
She posted the video on TikTok along with the caption, "What's wrong with a little twerk before work?" But after the video went viral, she says Alaska Airlines fired her.
What did they say to you?
They just said that I broke their social media policy.
Nell had only been on the job for 6 months. She says she was twerking to celebrate the end of her probationary period.
Why did you decide to post the video?
And I was really proud of myself that I came so far. I just didn't think that my video and my post and the way I was dancing would be deemed as inappropriate.
So how did you feel in that meeting when they told you you lost your job?
I put on such a proud face every time I stepped on that plane. And for them to terminate me without giving me a chance, it just was unfair.
A representative from Alaska Airlines tells us they don't comment on personnel matters.
Where do I start? Flight attendant, 6-month probation, right? So there's a period of time where, it's like a trial thing, right? You work 6 months, then the trial period ends, which means now you are officially on the team, like full-time, whatever it is. They've signed a contract with you, whatever. Right, like a conditional thing, right? That's what the probation is, conditional, like trial, whatever. Then you join the team and you're happy and you want to celebrate and you want to wake yourself up. So you decide to go onto the plane, which is your workplace, your place of work, in company uniform, and start doing dances and twerks for social media. Get fired. I don't feel sorry for you at all. I don't think anyone with who's worked in, who basically had a job before, would feel sorry for you, because they'll see this and they'll realize where you went wrong. First of all, when you sign a contract with a company, right? You've signed a literal contract with a company that says, here's the things we want from you. In return, we give you money. You've agreed to that and they've agreed to that, and you've both signed a contract. I've had jobs before in 3 different industries: catering, retail, and security. And in every single one of them, they're very strict about social media and what you can post online, especially security. But obviously she isn't working in the security industry, and they have their own reasons. But in this situation, you got to understand that you are on company time. You're wearing the company uniform and you're in the company's property, which is your workspace, right? These are the 3 things that you got to consider, right? And when you sign that contract, you're basically agreeing that you will show up someplace on a regular basis. You will wear a certain uniform. You will put on a certain face. You will act a certain way. You will do a certain job in exchange for money, whether that's hourly, monthly, whatever it is. That's generally the contract, right? You can't be surprised when you decide not to do that or decide to do something wrong on the job that they have not paid you to do, and then they fire you. They're very, very specific on social media and what you can post and what you can do and what you can't do because of company image. I'm pretty sure she knew about it, and then obviously now she just wants to play a victim because no accountability. Should she be fired? Yeah, you broke company policy. Any company that I've worked for, they're very strict. You don't wear a uniform. You don't wear a certain uniform, or you don't act a certain way, or you don't do certain somethings. You go against the contract. You breach the contract. They have every right to fire you, sue you, whatever they want to do, because it's a contract that you agreed to. We pay you to do this. You got to look at it this way. If they were to allow this sort of content to go online, what's going to happen is people are going to look at this particular airline and be like, well, do I want to be in an aircraft where the cabin crew or the staff are just doing dumb TikTok dances? Or do I want them to be, professional? Am I going to be sitting there asking for a drink of water and I'm just going to look over and see them shaking her ass in front of a camera. You know what I mean? What if it's an emergency situation? What are you going to do in that emergency situation? Imagine what people are thinking. In an emergency situation, am I going to receive help from the people that are there to, you know, help me, protect me, that sort of stuff? Or is something bad going to happen on the plane and the first thing they're going to do is bust out the phone and start recording for TikTok, you know? From my experience, this is totally normal. And do I feel bad for her? Not really. You shouldn't be doing that shit. So yeah, get fired. That's my thought and opinion. In the comments below, let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you in the next video.